everyone, my name's Allison. I'm the VP of Product here at TicketSignup, and today we're going to be talking about our new Eventbrite Migration Assistance Program. This is a branded onboarding program for Eventbrite customers that want a lower cost platform with more features to help them sell more tickets. So today we're going to go through some slides and a lot of customer examples and some demos, and kind of talk about why customers are interested in TicketSignup and go through some real life examples so that you can get a better sense of what TicketSignup has to offer your ticket events. So the main driving reason why people would be wanting to switch to TicketSignup from Eventbrite is that TicketSignup costs less than Eventbrite. Eventbrite just came out with another round of new pricing, and they continue to kind of obfuscate how much you're actually paying. But when you kind of look at the cost and break it down, you've got a processing fee per ticket that is significantly higher than TicketSignup's processing fee, which is per cart. So typically people will sign up and buy multiple tickets at one time. Events tend to attract groups of people rather than just individuals. And Eventbrite is making money off of each individual ticket sold, and they have a higher fee per ticket. In addition to that, they just rolled out new pricing for Eventbrite Pro, which is essentially just an email marketing subscription based on how much you pay on a monthly fee, which can range between $15 and $100 from their public pricing. You're limited to sending between 2,000 and 10,000 emails per day. And then if you want to get your money when you want it, there's a 3% additional fee for payouts before your event, unless you have some sort of contract and approval, I'm sure. But that really starts to add up. And so that initial price of $179 plus 6.6 per ticket goes up to a 9.9% because they're making extra money off of early payouts. And then, if you've clicked into Eventbrite ads, they suggest a daily amount starting at $15, and that's how you would get your event featured in their search and on other events pages. And with TicketSignup, we charge an all-in processing fee that includes all credit card fees, all platform fees, and it's per cart. And in addition to that, we give you free and unlimited email marketing. We do weekly payouts with daily available upon request and approval. And we also give each event a free website, and there are no ads on it ever. So one of the things that I think is really interesting that's driving a lot of Eventbrite's pricing decisions is that they are a public company. And for the past couple of years, they've really focused on their average take rate per ticket. It's called the average ticket value. So how much money can Eventbrite make for every ticket sold on its platform? And this is a breakdown from their last quarterly report. And you can see that across the board, their volume is down. So the total number of tickets being sold on their platform has dropped 16%. But with all these additional pricing tiers and ways to charge events money, they've actually increased the value per ticket sold. So that's kind of what is driving these pricing decisions behind the scenes. Eventbrite's decisions to prioritize its take rate over, continuing to build features that attract more customers is impacting this and the decisions that they make product-wise and financially. So these are just some cost comparisons. This would be for a small event, and Eventbrite just announced that there's no cost to setting up free events anymore. You're limited to 250 emails per day. But still, with those higher per ticket processing fees, it's still about $720 more expensive if your event is 500 tickets, assuming 2 tickets per purchase at $25, because that per cart pricing and the lower fee saves significant money. And then when you look at larger events that are actually paying for Eventbrite Pro and that email subscription, along with those higher fees, it can really dramatically increase how much you end up paying. As your volume gets higher, you end up paying more in fees. And I want to note that with TicketSignup, we actually have volume discounts available for customers that do sell more than 5,000 tickets per year, which takes this processing fee down to 80 cents plus 4.8%, with additional discounts available based on volume. So now that we've gotten through the pricing stuff, I think one of the big things that you notice when you go to an Eventbrite page is they've got a ton of ads on their websites, and I'm just gonna go look. And so this is an example of an event, and I think what's surprising here is like the Eventbrite logo, there's a call to action, like the visible call to action is to search for other events that are not your event. And you actually have to scroll down a little bit to see that call to action to get tickets for this event. And then you go down, it's just a single page that you have to put your event information on. And at the bottom, I get ads for other events by other companies. And I think what's tough here for some events is that they don't have choice in which events are promoted here. Like I've seen breweries with competing breweries promoting events for the same day. And so Eventbrite is making money from this event selling tickets. It's also making money from these events by selling Eventbrite ads. And there's no control by the event to say like, oh, this event looks a little strange. It's not really something I want on my page and I don't want that to show. But in contrast, TicketSignup gives events a free event website that you have full design control over. So you'll see here the logo is the event logo. The call to action is to buy tickets for this event. We give you lots of options to feature your content. We have dynamic data showing here, so you can see these ticket options have been already sold out. And we give you options to link additional information and create more pages wherever you want. This is another example. So I just really wanted to show a few websites that look a little different. So you're seeing here the actions are attend or donate. This is a gala event. It's using a completely different color scheme. And you know, there's a lot of creativity that events can do when they're setting up their event. This is a tattoo event for suicide awareness, and they are doing an event where people can get tattoos at these different local tattoo companies, and they're going to reserve a time slot. And I think this is interesting because it just shows the creative ways that you can structure your ticket sales and for events that don't fit the traditional ticket mold. But you can pick which tattoo parlor you're going to go to and then pick a time slot. And there are options to customize this text, in this case, you know, warnings about what ages are allowed to attend and everything. This is a Chamber of Commerce, the St. Charles Regional Chamber in Missouri, and they have a Sip and Savor event. And again, I think this is a really nice example of having a custom website, and they are really able to use theirs to feature their sponsor. Sponsorships are ways that events make a lot of money, and being able to feature that sponsor or sponsors on your event website is really powerful. This is a brewery, Harpoon Oktoberfest, that's doing tickets here. They're selling different options that include 1 or 3 beer tickets for different dates. And again, they're really leveraging this entire website builder to include more event-specific information. We'll show the website builder in a bit, but you don't have to know any HTML to build this out. And it's really easy to go in and update information. As well as stuff that's data-driven that you don't have to update at all. And I think that's really powerful for events that want the ease of maintaining a website without having to go through a separate company or build a unique website because you only have a page on your ticketing platform. This is a timed entry event. So they actually sell tickets for different dates. So you can pick a date when you want to attend and a time slot, and you'll see here what's been sold out and what's still available, how many tickets are left. You can see some dates are entirely sold out, and so this is another example of how customers really leverage this website, and it has a completely different look and feel to it than others. This is a customer that has their own website. So using TicketSignup's websites is completely optional, but they've invested a lot in building out their own site and they are not looking to change to another site at this time. What they've done is they've actually created a subdomain, and we host this for free. So when people want to buy tickets from their website, they can click that, and they're actually going to get redirected to a totally branded URL for the RaleighHauntedHouse.com, just adding tickets to the front as a subdomain. And then rather than make a whole website, they just put these key tiles to choose which night you want to come, and then the key action items that are specific to your ticket here. And then they'll just return you to their actual website after you finish buying your tickets. And so these websites are really flexible to allow you to do anything you want as your main event website, but also just work in tandem with any existing website that you have. TicketSignup doesn't sell your attendee traffic, and we talked about that with Eventbrite putting ads on event pages. We also don't sell your event data. I took screenshots of these multiple event guides I received, like all in the same day actually. And I think that it really dilutes Eventbrite's claim to being a marketplace where people find events. None of these events are something I want to go to, and it's just way too many events. It's an overload. And so it loses its value as something that's like a curated guide for potential attendees. And I tend to find things that are going on because I belong to certain groups and organizations. I follow some Instagram accounts that are very local and feature upcoming events in the area. And there is no value to these for me, and they are making money from events by getting additional ad revenue for these types of feature placements. TicketSignup gives you free and unlimited email marketing. We have customers come and upload hundreds of thousands of email contacts from custom lists, and they are able to stop paying for MailChimp or Constant Contact. And now what Eventbrite has rolled out is essentially an email marketing subscription platform. And so we have a lot of customers that use TicketSignup's email marketing platform. You can continue to pay for an external platform if you would like, but we'll show you how you can easily build and design beautiful email templates. The true value of TicketSignup's email for events is not just being able to send out big blasts of event invites to custom lists, but it's also being able to send event communications. It's tightly integrated with your event data, and we give you all these dynamic placeholders so you can send really informative pre-event emails. If you need to cancel your event or cancel a night of your event and give people the option to transfer their tickets, you can do all of that because it's all connected to your ticketing data. If you need help, you can contact TicketSignup. We have a 100% US-based team. Like actually our entire team is US-based, and all of our support members are also based in the US, across the country actually. In the past year, we've responded to more than 60,000 tickets and emails that have come in, and done over 12,000 support calls, and that's just support to existing customers. We're available 7 days a week, 365 days per year. When you set up your event, you're actually going to get a real human that reviews your event and kind of make sure that you set it up correctly and that you're able to optimize all these features in TicketSignup for your event to do well and achieve the goals that you want. For those who really prefer to just self-serve and not talk to people, that's also fine. There are thousands of YouTube videos. We have a ton of webinars like this and others, and a very comprehensive help library that we spend a lot of time investing in. There's also a lot of blogs, case studies, all sorts of things that you can find on our website. We have a lot of purpose-built features. Sorry for the quality of the screenshot. We'll show it in the platform momentarily. But one is a store. So we have a purpose-built store where you can sell add-ons. And these could be items, they could be experiences. And our purchase path really does a great job of upselling these. The processing fee per cart also applies to store items, and so that really adds up in savings when you are not just selling tickets, but additional items or experiences. And then our mobile free ticket app lets you fulfill store purchases on site. So in addition to checking in tickets, you can fulfill items that people ordered when they're checking in or at a different time if they go to a different spot to fulfill their items. We have a purpose-built MTE timed entry product that is really, really great for any event that takes place over multiple days and or has timed entry to it. And so we saw that one example of the holiday lights trolley and a really clean calendar interface on the front end. That calendar carries over into the dashboard where you are setting up and managing your event. And so all these different reports that you're looking at and places where you're editing key things like pricing or caps or your time slots, we're showing you that data in really intuitive calendar views so that you can easily understand what's happening with your event and make relevant, good decisions on what to update for your event. We do a lot with self-serve tickets. One of the things that I've noticed on Eventbrite's platform is when you finish buying a ticket, you're prompted to download the Eventbrite app in order to access your tickets. I don't want to download any more apps. I think a lot of people have too many apps on their phone and are kind of sick of that. With TicketSignup, we don't require people to create a login or a password when they're buying tickets. That's optional. The director can decide if they want that. What we do is we allow people to add their tickets to Apple Wallet. And so when you get to the confirmation page, there's a clear button to add to Apple Wallet. There's also a management link. We do permissions via a verification code and email. And what you can do as the director is give your attendees different options, such as transferring their tickets to a different ticket type or date, transferring some or all their tickets to a friend, buying more items that get connected to their original purchase, and tracking referral rewards. So you can offer incentives to people to invite their friends, and when their friends buy tickets, you can set a threshold, and if 5 friends buy tickets, you can automatically issue the original purchaser a refund, or a refund of a certain amount. And so we've really built this to eliminate the customer support questions that events get. We have a lot of on-site technology in our ticket app. It not only is really easy to scan and check in tickets, but you can also configure the different data and permissions that your staff has on site. So you don't have to show them like the stats that show all the tickets sold for the event. There are also some advanced features within the ticket app. For example, we have a point of sale solution, and as I'm showing here in this video, we actually have a waiver that you can use. It's a waiver app mode. It's the same ticket app, and you can collect names, waivers, and email addresses. This is a really great way if you are not collecting that information for each person, but you want to build your email marketing list, or you want to stay in compliance and want to get rid of paper waivers at your event. This is a great option for you. We do a really nice job with reporting. We are a payment facilitator. That means that your ticket data is reconciled with your financial data from each event. And so we do really nice like payment reports. You'll see here, this is a sales tax report. We automatically are collecting, calculating, collecting, and remitting that on behalf of all events. And if you do ever get audited, we have both summary report as well as a individual line item transactions report. And there's a ton more. This webinar is not going to give us enough time to go through all the ticket features that we have on TicketSignup, but here's a quick overview of some of them, and we're going to just go into a demo because it's nice to see things in real life. Okay, so what you can do to get started with transitioning to TicketSignup is you can go to TicketSignup.io. You have links to that. And you can do a couple things. You can search the website to find more information if you want to answer any questions yourself. You can schedule a call. You can talk to one of our team members if you do have any questions about features, pricing, getting started. And then you can create your event. So when you create your event on TicketSignup, we take you into a wizard, and you're just going to fill this out with your information. So this is just your basic event information, your dates, location. And then your next step is going to be setting up tickets. So here we just have a fall fest and we're setting up a general admission ticket. Unlike Eventbrite, we make it really easy for you to set up your sales windows. And so here what's happening is that I'm charging $30 until October 1st, and then there's going to be a price increase and the price automatically goes up to $35. We find that having price increases during your ticket sales period is one of the most effective ways to drive action and cause people to buy tickets because they want to get that lower price. And then here you have kids 12 and under, and then we'll just add a VIP ticket so you can see what that would look like. And again, that's just taking it from what we have previously set up, that pattern of our pricing. And then we'll also similarly have a price increase here. You can customize that waiver. And then here you have three options. You can either create a new payment account, and we'll ask you some information about who we should pay and how we should pay you. You can use an existing payment account if you've used the TicketSignup or RunSignup platform previously and have one on the system. If you don't own a payment account but you've used one before, you can just choose one and request access to it. If you are not the person that should be setting up a payment account because you are not the person in charge of finances, what you can do here is you can send setup instructions to that person who is in charge of finances, and they will get a secure link to come in and fill out that payment account information. And again, that's how we know how you want to get paid. So it's a critical step to getting set up. I want to show you the wizard for MTE. So MTE is a bit different because when you're setting up your event, you're not just creating some tickets for an event, you're also telling us what the schedule is going to be. And so here we've set up two ticket types and we've said what the price is and when these tickets should go on sale. And then our next step is actually going to be a schedule. And so in the first step, we set up which days we're going to be open. And this is just saying which days of the week we're going to have the event open. So let's just say we're going to have the event open on the weekends and Friday. And then you can go beyond the dates that you initially specified to be open. But you're basically just letting us know which dates is your event open, and then you can set up pricing. And we make it really fast and simple for you to do this. You have an option to set how many tickets are available for each time slot. So you could just say 50, it's timed entry. There's going to be 5 time slots. Each time slot is going to be 30 minutes. A new one begins every 30 minutes, and the event starts at 7. And so you can quickly see that preview here, and then you can just copy the same thing here, and we'll just say there's going to be 15 VIP tickets per time slot and save that. And then if we want the same things copied to Friday and Saturday, we can do that. We can also say, you know what, Friday is going to be more popular, so we're actually going to charge more money on Fridays, and we'll bump up those prices for general and VIP tickets. Similarly, you'll just show us how you want to get paid, and then that's how you set up your event. When you set up your event, we actually give you all the tools to build a website, and I think the place that I want to actually start is the front end and just show how you can buy tickets on these different websites. So I am going to put that down. So this is a website that we quickly put together today for our example event, and you can see it's kind of been designed with some customizations here, featuring our donation goal, you know, some photos that we have. So it's a nice website, creating different content here, and we'll show you how to do that at the end. But what I want to show is how people buy tickets. And so we're just buying tickets. You have the option to make a donation. You can add this into the ticket purchase path. And then on the checkout page, I'm just going to pay with Apple Pay. This is the waiver that I'm agreeing to, and then I'm going to go pay now. That is Apple Pay going through. And then that's my promotion to, like, you know, share on my, share that I'm going to the event, you know, refer my friends. And then right here, I have that add to Apple Wallet. I'm not prompted to go download another app or anything. And so that's how that works for just a simple ticket event. For a multi-day timed entry event, we have a slightly different website where instead of those ticket tiles, we're featuring this calendar. We actually have like a couple different calendar views you can feature. That's the small one. This is the big one. So it's a really, really powerful MTE timed entry product. But similarly, you can click on a date to buy tickets. And we're going to buy a ticket for the 4th. And I can see here that this time slot has already been sold out and this one has 12 left. So we'll just choose that one. And then this is showing the store steps. So it's upselling a store item to me. I'm going to buy some mittens. And then we can also add some holiday light necklaces here. We have coupon codes. So it's easy to apply those coupon codes and then just quickly fill out my information here. And again, I'm not prompted to create an account, and I get that same option to add to Apple Wallet. You'll notice here that it is including that time slot that we signed up for. So it's going to trigger my Apple Wallet notification based on that time slot. So quickly going into the dashboard, I wanted to show the key thing that I think Eventbrite customers that want to transition to TicketSignup should do, and that is in email marketing. So in email marketing, we let you create these custom lists. And so what you can do is you can add a new list, and you can call it anything you want, but you know that. And then we're going to add new contacts, and you can go to a CSV upload. And then before this, I did some test transactions and exported the orders report. And so this has a lot of data that I don't think is that necessary. Like if you just are looking for everyone who's like bought tickets from you previously, you can delete this stuff. If there are additional data fields that you want to import into our system, you can do that. But we're just going to make this a very simple import for email marketing purposes. So that's the orders report. We cleaned it up, we saved it, and then what we're going to do is upload it. And the first row is a header, and then it's just matching up the fields that we have in that report with the fields in our email system. So it's just saying what they're going to match to and that all is correct. And just skip anything that has an error and start an import. And then that is just importing, and we have our import successful. And so what that means is when you go to send an email from TicketSignup, you can include all these custom lists. And this custom list example is quite small, it's 8, but you can have hundreds of thousands of contacts. And the email you received for this Eventbrite webinar was sent from our system. We use our own email product so that we don't have to pay for email marketing platforms because it is really expensive. But you can do that, and you can create an email. I actually did a little ticket sales launch email ahead of time. You can save templates here. But you have a lot of customization options. It's not just like a structured invite. You can, you know, add as much text as you want. You have full customization of what that looks like. You can add different content here. So you can like add, you know, your social media links here, and it's going to populate with what you add. So it just gives you like a lot of power of how you can easily design your email. This is a 2-column example. And then you can similarly add like a 3-column example, and you'll see here you get that spread out like that. And you could add like an image here, and oh, I don't have one of my own, so I can just come in here and use one of the system images. These are images that we give you, and you can just search for your event type and use these default images. It just speeds up this whole process of trying to build an email, and just makes it really, really fast and easy to do. And so that's how you're kind of adding your content, and you know, you can write whatever you want in these emails, right? Pumpkins. So you can save emails as draft, you can send, and you'll see again, our recipient list is those custom emails. And so for customers that are moving from Eventbrite, I think this is the quickest and most effective way to make that transition, because you want to be able to include those contacts on your promotions. If you are looking to switch over mid-event, we can help you import that data. It's also easy to import into TicketSignup, and we've had some customers who have done that. And this is a very, very simple way, though, getting it into email marketing. Similarly, you can send emails to ticket holders. And one thing I just want to point out here, when you can use a pre-built email. So this kind of gives you some structure so you can just really quickly, include information. But I'll just show you the process of adding a placeholder. So it pulls up all these different things you can pull from your ticket information, like first name or their QR code. It just makes it really easy to send emails. And I think the thing I want to emphasize here is just like our email marketing is for your event. It's not just to send out an invite. You can also do these types of pre-event emails, and you can use it for all of your organization's email marketing needs. I want to show the website builder. It has a similar type of look and feel to it, where you can add content into different sections, you can edit things, and you have a whole library of things to choose from. Like, you can choose slideshows, you can add YouTube videos, you can add dynamic countdown clocks, countdown to the event, and that gives you a live countdown clock. So it's just very, very simple I put this in 2025. It's very simple to include this combination of your custom content and dynamic data-driven content, like this donation goal, in a really easy format that doesn't require any HTML. This is how you can add and organize different pages to your menu. So it's just really simple, and you can create really distinct websites. Again, you have different options when you have timed entry with calendars, but really powerful. So the other thing that I wanted to show are just some reports, and I'm just pulling up a few examples here. I'm going to hide the customers' names, but this is insights. This is tracking every website hit, every ticket purchased, and transaction over a given time period. And down here, it's telling you the source. I'm not going to dig into these, but it breaks these down by which source they're coming from. And you can filter on different time ranges, and this is a nice complement to if you're using like Google Analytics 4. This is tracking your last touch, and so it just gives you another data point in the many that you want to make marketing decisions. This is a MTE timed entry view showing the caps and tickets sold for a month for an event. And so this is just another way that we display data in an easily digestible and actionable way, because when you click into here, you're actually going to be able to update those caps for a day across different time slots. This is always a popular feature. It's the heat map. You can zoom in and zoom out and see where your ticket purchasers are coming from. This here lets you download this as a report. And when you look at it, it's giving you the zip code in order of the number of tickets from each zip code. So we're grabbing that from the credit card. It's fairly, accurate of where people actually are. And yeah, it gives you that ticket count. So if you are looking to target any of your ads, whether that's like, online or even physically in person, like this event is pulling from 2 cities, but more of them are coming from Buffalo. And so maybe it makes sense to focus on putting ads in breweries in Buffalo rather than Rochester. So it just lets you kind of focus your resources in a productive way. This is another view from Insights. It just lets you dig into total tickets sold across different ticket types. These all have caps on them, and then volunteers don't have any caps, so they can have as many as they want. I wanted to show this just as a quick summary. I'm not going to go into line items here, but those when you click them, you get a transactional breakdown by each transaction with each funds transfer that we give to you. So as noted, we do weekly payouts. This is really, really simple and intuitive reporting so that you can view the money that's been paid correlated with the event data. And this is an accessible report. You can give financial access to team members or non-financial access to team members, so not everyone has to see something like this. But it is truly very, very intuitive and simple to reconcile after your event finishes. And then this is just an example of the sales tax report. I just wanted to show this as line items. You know, depending on where a person is purchasing tickets from, you could be responsible for many different, you know, sales tax rules because there are like 9,000 jurisdictions. We're taking care of it all for you. And if you ever do happen to be audited, we have these reports and summary reports of how much was paid out to each location where sales tax was collected. And then I want to show very, very briefly the ticket app. So I've already gone into my event. It's easy to set this up. It's a free app to download. You just put a password on your event, you find it, use the password to access it. And then you are able to really easily scan tickets. And a lot of these are going to come from Apple Wallet. And we can check in Taylor Swift for her tickets. And so right there, all tickets are checked in. And this is, you know, designed to go right back to the camera and check in the next person. This gives us a quick view that, you know, of who has checked in. Going into here, we get that progress. And again, you can choose who has access to view this data. And so this check-in app is really, really simple and intuitive. It takes less than 5 minutes to set it up and train staff on how to use it. And we've worked with tens of thousands of outdoor events over 14 years. And so whether your event is happening outside in the snow at night or indoors, like this app is going to work for it. And we've had, you know, events that have scanned, you know, a couple dozen tickets. We've had events that have scanned, you know, 60,000 plus tickets, and it works great. So I just wanted to briefly show that, but we have a ton of other content. If you want to dig into any one of these feature sets, whether that's email, websites, our on-site technology, our new MTE timed entry product, there is a lot of information at TicketSignup.io. We're also going to send a follow-up email with some resources and links to other content. And again, thank you for joining us today. I hope I was able to give a good overview of what TicketSignup has to offer and, you know, kind of provide some reasons why we see more Eventbrite customers moving to TicketSignup. If there are any questions, I can stick around and answer those briefly, or we can follow up via email, and we'll obviously send slides and a recording.
Just a couple of quick questions, if you want to go through them. Can I require my purchasers to provide an email address?
Yes, you can choose what information you want to collect. In addition to collecting like personal information about people, you can also ask as many custom questions as you want. So just throwing that in there. By default, you always have to provide first name, last name, and email address.
If I have more than one event, can I have a link or calendar that shows all of my events for people to sign up?
Yes, you can. We do have an event list that is dynamic. I don't know if we have an example of that we can pull up offhand or put into the chat. But we do have an event list that is dynamic and will feature all of your upcoming events. And as soon as they happen, it will move to past events. And what we're going to be doing over the coming months is continuing to invest in different displays so that, you know, rather than this being a display that you have featuring other events, we want to enhance our event list component to feature your other events on the bottom of your page in this type of format.
I did put an example of an org website with a calendar on there.
Thanks. Yeah, so here's a quick example of what that can look like. And there are a couple of different views today. This is just showing what's upcoming here. And then you can also see past. We work with a lot of endurance events, so linking like things to results and stuff like that is really important for those. But this works for any type of event and is dynamic.
Do I have to move over all of my events to TicketSignup's to use the platform and get email?
No, so you can, as soon as you set up an event and you set up a payment account, meaning like we know how to pay you and we know that you are who you say you are, you have access to free email marketing. So you can actually try us out if you have a free event or like, you know, a smaller event that you just want to test things out with. And you'll have access to everything. We don't gate features or charge for them. You'll never enter your credit card on our site. So yeah, you can test out even if it's a free event and get free email marketing, test out importing that list. And yeah, we feel really confident that by building features that customers like and that makes their events easier, that they'll continue to use us and do more ticket events on TicketSignup.
I think that is most of them that hadn't been responded to. So I think we can call that a day. Thank you, Allison.
Awesome. Thank you all so much for coming. Look forward to working with your events in the future.